When we first move into the tribe, of course, you're trying to establish relationships with the people, and it's a very different culture, very different way of life, and so how do you do that? And I think for me, it just worked trying to learn what they were doing, and you were getting language in the process of that. Trekking through the mud and the muck and the jungle to get out to scrape sago with the ladies, and eating grub worms with them, sticky sago paste and pig meat, and just being able to help the ladies do different things, carry firewood or whatever. Hopefully that was beginning to show them my care for them and my desire to be their friend and be a help to them. I think the hardest thing when we were still learning language and culture and couldn't communicate very clearly the gospel or what we had come to do, we had quite a few people die, and that was probably the hardest thing. Just knowing that they no longer had a choice, that they had not had a chance to hear clearly in the Udi language of what Christ had done for them. The death wail and just knowing where they were for eternity was probably the most difficult thing that we faced. Now that we have believers, now we have hope, and if one of those believers dies, we know where they will spend eternity. No matter, the days when it was hard and you thought, what am I doing here? You just kept remembering that He's worthy of their glory, and so how could it not be worth it? When I leave here, of course, I want the Udi Church to be one that is functioning on its own and glorifying God and reaching out to others. One that doesn't even need our encouragement, really, because they're totally doing that on their own. I'd like to see them using the Udi Bible and feeding themselves on God's Word and hungry to know more, letting it guide their life. But that, too, someday there would be others, younger folks that would want to come behind and say, okay, I would like to be able to accomplish this task in the way that this team did. Not for our glory, but that they've seen Christ through me, and they've seen God at work and want to follow in those footsteps.